Greetings, Earthlings. What's good? Welcome to the channel. All praise to the Most High. Trust your intuition over mine. Take only what aligns us with anything in life. Sorry for the raspy voice. Just woke up. Did brush my teeth already, but I don't know why. I've been drinking this coffee. It's so good. It was my first time having banana coffee. It's a brunch spot, but it's so good. But I don't know why it's like leaving my mouth dry. It's weird. All right, let's see. And not super dry, like my tongue isn't dry, but ever so often, well, maybe I just haven't said anything this morning. I have. I've been moving in like solitude and silence this whole entire morning. It's 11 o'clock. I've accomplished quite a bit, but I haven't said a single word. That's crazy. This is literally my first time opening my mouth. That's why it's still, well, not opening my mouth to brush my teeth, but my first time exercising my vocal cords in this moment. Okay. That is weird. It's not like my son hasn't been here before, because when my son is here, I always, good morning. Even if I don't do a reading, I always say good morning as soon as he wakes up. And I kind of talk and cool with him. So when he's gone, I talk to God. But I must have just been talking in my mind this morning, and I literally have not exercised my vocal cords until just now. That's why it was so raspy. Interesting. All right, well, because my mouth is not dry now. It's not dry anymore. It was just that I had not used my vocal cords. That's interesting. Everything must have been just right, because even my coffee, you be like, oh, it's not hot enough, or it just burned my tongue, or oh, it's hot. You would say something. Said nothing. There was no need to. Even if it wasn't satisfaction, I feel like it was like, okay, well, I just know what to do. And then finally, it was perfect. That's crazy. All right, so you could be perfecting some kind of skill in your life. What's going on, y'all? Get into these cards. Libra. Someone could be a Libra. Oh, this has to do with relationships. This has to do with beauty. Something to do with feminine energy. Beauty magic. Someone could be getting into beauty magic, or I don't know what else they call it. Glamour magic. That's what I heard. Glamour magic. They were talking about like some of the olds, like back in the day, I don't know, maybe the 20s or something like that. Glamour magic was like a big hit, where things were elevated, and it was about the flashy and the big hair and makeup and bold lips and shimmering, like the dresses, out of glamour, luxury, feminine energy, very Venusian, Libra energy, period. Okay. What's this about this feminine energy here? It has something to do with your relationship. So maybe there's somebody that's attracted to you, and this is what they're attracted to. They're attracted to your beauty, your magnetism, your features. It has something to do with your features. This could be like facial features, the curves of your body. And something about specifically someone seeing you like a pinup, but like very classy, very elegant, very regal, luxurious, with like a 50s theme, very respectable. Okay. any nationality, but they're seeing you like the pinup or the poster stay-at-home wife, stay-at-home mother. Even, oh, I'm even seeing working moms and working wives, because I just saw another vision. It's like a, I think it used to be like a cleaning supply, like the comic girl or something like that. The first one was more of like a Marilyn Monroe dressed with like a checkered red and white apron, with the hair all molded like the 50s, something like that. Anyway, I don't know. I'm getting all these visuals, but they just see money when they think of you. They see luxury when they think of you. They see abundance when they think of you or when they see you. Someone feels like you keep the lights on for their desire for more. And exactly like, kind of like a muse, what they want to see. What they want to see when they come home. What they want to see, when they turn over to see their person. What they want to see on midday FaceTime calls. Like, I don't know, but somebody has these visuals of how they see you and, what they want in their life. Okay, even if it's not you, like I'm saying, someone could be using you as a muse. You are like the poster. You're the pinup for what it is that they want to see. All right. I hope I'm like giving it a due justice, because it sounds very, I don't know, what would women say? Objectify, like, oh, they're like objectifying women, or whoever this is, or something like that. You could see this person as that, but I don't. I kind of see them as someone who like worships the feminine essence, the divine femininity. It's an energy, it's a presence, it's a presence that someone can carry. And it also has to do with how they self-actualize, like what they actually do in real life. And someone is like bringing an energy that this person feeds off of, or that this person worships, or that this person, idolizes. It's not a person that they idolize specifically. It's an energy, it's a aura, it's a presence, it's a way of being. Because it's cumulative. It goes from thousands of years back, even up to date. Because I'm hearing Ruth and Boaz. It's like a way of living. It goes back to biblical times and moves through all of the changes of humanity and women as a whole. And it kind of encompasses a lot of it. It's like someone is in love with the progression of the female species. This is like a super masculine. They literally idolize the feminine archetype, but it's one that's created. They've created it based on picking up all these little pieces. They've been clocking women their whole entire life and creating one. Okay. Well, anyway, it's like whoever this person is in relationships, they literally eat their women. They eat them. They feed off of their energy. They feed off of who they are. And then they carry the best parts of that individual into their next relationship. This was someone heavy, like their energy is heavy. They carry that, because when you connect with somebody on a spiritual level, an emotional level, a mental level, so they get all in there, a physical level, when you actually are in a relationship with someone, your energies are so intertwined. Your lives are intertwined, not just on the outside, but you have to think about the energy that is flowing between the two of you. So you are like becoming one, literally. That even if you don't have a contract, even if you guys aren't on paper, you're not married. It's about the processes, the mind aligning with each other, what you want, what you see, what you want to have. It's about the heart harmonizing with each other. You're feeling the same feelings for each other. You're having the same vibes. There's the same necessity and importance in your life. And then physically, you're coming together. You're literally entering each other's world, space, body, all the things. 11:11 is on the clock. So that coming together, literally, when they're harmonizing their entire lives, it's exchange of energy. So you could carry that too. That I may be speaking to you and you are a female, but this is how you see the male species. This is how, what do they call them? Praying mantis. You eat your partners too. Something like that. There's a primal, everybody has a primal energy, but I'm speaking to a specific type of feminine or masculine. But anyway, this is giving us the masculine is on the table. But there's something that they feel like they've created now that is like worthy of stardom or a fan base or money. Okay, like somehow this builds into prosperity. That's what we have here. Someone could be a Taurus. This person could be a Taurus. You could be a Libra. Libra, Taurus energy is very heavy here. Venusian and then Taurus is the emperor, the builder, the creator, the empire. They create. Jesus. Jesus' father was a carpenter. Jesus was a fisherman, a fisher of men. Like they feel like my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. This feminine archetype that they're creating, men will want to feed off of it. That's what this person feels. And they would pay to do it. They would pay to do it. What else? North Node, step into your North Node. Energize, confront, and force yourself to. This is Mars energy. Maybe this person is not taking action on this. This is just a thought. But they're getting this new energy. Mars is about action, how you move physically, how you conquer your goals. It drives ambition. Okay. Men are from Mars. Women are from Venus, Libra, Venusian, Venus energy. Mars. Men are from Mars. This masculine, I'm telling you, not even from this planet, probably. Take Me, Abduction. Who was that? Carrie, I can't think of her name. The one who kissed a girl and liked it. That song. She has a song, something about ready for abduction. I'm an alien. Or something, you're supernatural. Anyway, it says step outside of your comfort zone, North Node. This person feels like this is their authenticity. You reflect an authentic version of who they're like meant to be in a relationship with. I feel like you are this already. You guys, I don't know if you communicate, if this person has like given you, confirmation of this. They've complimented you, they've said specific things to you or something like that. Or you guys could have absolutely no communication and it's like a meeting of the minds through the third eye, like your intuition. Okay. This gives heavy twin flame energy. And God, every time I try to get away from that terminology, the readings are picking up on the energy. I think I just be resisting it because the energy pull is so magnetic. If they're real, I have one. I'm always affected by the twin flame energy. It's so irritating to me because I think that what twin flames are, even the information that I channel about twin flames, like I don't have an actualized twin flame, but I know the energy very well. And when I channel it, it makes sense. And then I look on YouTube and like watch other readers and I'm like, oh my God, my reading literally syncs with that. And I know nothing about it. So the cycle itself, if it's real, I have one. I just have one because I'm like resonating and channeling out information that seems so like it's out there. But for me, it's not crazy or out there really. It's just kind of like, yeah, exactly. Maybe that's, if you have a twin flame, that's really how those readings should hit. Like, yeah, it's crazy as shit, but no, that's like legitimately my reality. That's what I live, Okay. So you guys could not be in communication physically at all, but it's like you allow your mind to tell you how to embody the feminine archetype that you want to be. And who you want to be naturally, who you show up as, is this person's I guess they're fantasy, to put it, in like layman's terms. And I don't think it's about, you may be pretty chill. Just, you may consider yourself to be regular. You may not even consider yourself to be the full embodiment of what you would consider to be your feminine archetype. Like, you're not there yet. You could be like that, but your progression where you are currently is like this person through all of their life, as they've been sifting and sorting and changing and seeing this and saying, oh, I think I like that better, I like this better, as they've been pretty much putting together this vision in their mind. You are like entering their life, or you entered their life right at the time that they like aligned with who you were in actual reality. So it was kind of like a bomb moment, like, whoa, there you are. Oh my God, that's crazy. Okay. All right, what else? What was the name of this reading? Jesus Take the Wheel. Somebody's tired of driving. Okay, so maybe that's you. You are probably spiritual. I think this energy that I'm saying, this feminine, this masculine energy, is just it's an idea, it's an entity that they feed off of. People worship iconic people, and some people worship an energy of all of the things that these people kind of embody. I don't know. It's the aura, it's the personality, it's the energy imprint, it's the feeling, it's the vibes, those things, the things you can't see, but it can actualize. Maybe like separately, but they're seeing someone that embodies a little bit of all of it physically. It's like here, it's created, something like that. But what I was getting to is God, the source of all that is. So you guys are really tapping into the same pool, the same energy stream. Because I'm getting this feminine is kind of just going with the flow of life, not really trying to actualize anything specific. That's why I was going to say you could be spiritual. Sometimes you get tired of driving and you're like, okay, God, can you just take the wheel? And I said Jesus take the wheel because that's the terminology that I really hear the world say when they use that phrase. And I know this is a different way to use that phrase, but that's what I channeled. Jesus take the wheel. But it's that vibe, it's that energy. And for spiritual women, no matter if you, whatever name you give your God, it's like God becomes your man. And that's why Jesus take the wheel as God is like, you are very submissive when you're in actual partnerships physically. And I know that because whoever it is that you enter into a physical contract with, that person embodies the presence of like the Son of God. That's where the Jesus takes the wheel. If they can give you enough of, like, if they can actualize enough of the image that you would see God to be in reality, you would hand over your heart, you would hand over maybe even a little bit of your free will, honestly, in submission to the masculine, the lead of your household, of your family, of your connection. So you are a submissive female and you like a dominant male. So you like the protection, you like the provider energy. You also love the comfort that comes from a man like that. All right, well, what do you need to know? I'm reading you. I'm clocking the female here that this masculine sees. Someone's very patient. Someone's very patient. You may not be, okay, the feminine, you're not getting what you want, but you are getting what you need. This has to do with maybe finances, money. You don't have all that you want, but you do feel like your needs are being met. Maybe that's also a prerequisite or something that you require before you enter into a physical contract or a physical situation with someone. I could read this. Something about this has industry vibes. It just does. Like, because I could read this Taurus prosperity. I keep seeing this as a boss that, like, or someone who has some kind of company or corporation that wants to hire you or wants to use you, you know. Of course, to your benefit, but that's the thing about you, is like you're very submissive, but it's like you have to show me, you need to see how it benefits you first. It's almost like a person needs to pretty much pre-qualify for the connection before they can even come into your life, before they can even like self-actualize with you physically. They have to go through a initiation process, a vetting process. 11:22 on the clock. Okay, so this masculine is spiritual too. I said that. Okay, both of you. I don't know why I see you as like somebody, like that Ruth energy is like you're very humble or of humble means or something like that. But this person, they love the money. They love the money. You may not be big on money, but you are like big on the experience. You're big on how it feels. Okay. They're big on what they can actualize and make real. Okay, so that's good because this masculine wants to dominate the 3D and make the things that you are feeling and the things that you want and the desires you have and what's in your mind, what you want, they want to actualize. But the first things are what it is that you need, like your needs are being met. 11:23 on the clock. Oh my goodness. I mean, you ain't never seen another love as good as this, so you better represent, because my love is the bomb, baby, bomb, baby. I said you came into this person's life like a bomb. 11:23, your authenticity is like a major boom tower. You self-actualizing in 3D is like a tower moment for this person and their reality. Yeah, this feminine, this is a masculine's fantasy. It's like they're your full-time, this person is your full-time job and you're their full-time job. Somehow you energize them, you help them confront their fears and their worries and the things that they need to in order to be able to focus and do what they need to do for life easily. This could be someone who has like an obsessive need for control. They need to know everything. They have an obsession with like power struggles. They're afraid of maybe their identity or maybe their freedom being taken away. Okay, something like that. Maybe this person had very overbearing parents as a child, or they were part of a very strict religion, or they have just had a lot of these institutions that kind of formulate your life and tell you how to be, how you have to be, how you have to do things. And I feel like this person, yeah, because they're a natural feminine. They're a natural feminine. And if you aren't very specific when you're kind of giving up and you're giving God control, you have to make sure you're in the right energy before you do that. Because there are a lot of entities that go under the guise of being a God. You have to be specific about who your God is. Something about this person helps you to get that clear in your mind and to confront your fears and confront the things that will confuse you. Okay, something like that. I also feel like the energy here is one of servitude, but also motivation, forcing yourself to do the things that you need to do in order to be of service to yourself. So that even means like separating or detaching from one another. When it's healthy, you guys are able to do that easily as well. They also bring you out of your comfort zone and your north node. So something about your comfort zone is not even your true authenticity. It's not your authenticity, but it is the version of you that was created through life. So it's like your shadow. It is authentic, but it's authentic based on your experiences. It's not really what you want to do. It's kind of who you have to be happy. And to be, to feel free, to be happy, to have the experience you want, to, I don't know. You could put it as simply as like maybe somebody who does not come out or go out as much as they want to, but it preserves their energy. They have more, they're more energized to do what they want to do in life, as opposed to being like drained, and not really being able to do the things that they want to do. So it's like they would be out and they would connect all the time, but because it drains them, they're having to be a different version of self. It could still be a good life, but it's not their true authenticity. So something about this person forces them to come out of that comfort zone, to like almost like confront their fear, or even confront the fact that it's possible for them to be both. You know, they don't have to tuck away who they used to be in order to feel free or in order to feel safe. So something about this masculine for this feminine gives them a lot of safety, a lot of, they feel in control. It's like releasing control makes them feel more in control. Is this a connection that's already come together? Are you guys already together? Or what are we doing here? Jesus, take the wheel. So maybe you haven't even connected yet. No, that's what I was getting here. For the majority of you, either you are in communication, you may not even know all of this about this person, but I feel like you will soon if this is someone who already, you're talking to one another and they always have something good to say about you, or they're always complimenting you on something, then that could be that. But for some of you, this is that twin flame journey that I was talking about. It's just a meeting of the minds, and you're seeing eye to eye on certain things, so your intuition could be heightened at this time. Which means this energy and readings like this will probably be all over the place if you want to dive in. No thank you for me, but this is about as much as you're going to get from me, because now the next time I see twin flame reading or I get twin flame energy, y'all know on my channel I just speed through that. Like, I'm going to give it to you, but I'm not diving in. Till my self-actualize, I'm good. Because I love it. I absolutely could romanticize, fantasize, and like live this life. This whole twin flame journey, I could live it by myself, single-handedly. It's a beautiful thing. And I feel all of the vibes. But until my person self-actualized, no thank you. No thank you. That's so funny, because somebody's getting ready to do what I just told you I will not do. This is like they about to dive in it. The Fool, fresh beginnings, innocence, free spirit, adventurous, spontaneity, simplicity, the desire to start. Somebody's in love. I hope you really are in love, because the Fool card represents someone who has to learn by experience. Your wisdom is gained by hitting the ground, by falling down, by missing the mark. You have to learn the lessons, okay? You have to learn the lessons. You're very independent and free-spirited. All right, so if I could tell you anything, it's what I just told you, which is the twin flame journey. If you feel all those vibes, if you feel all that energy, it's because a part of it is you. You have masculine and feminine energy. This person would just reflect all of who you are back to you. All of the different facets of your masculine energy, what it causes you to be, and your feminine energy, how it causes you to be. This person would be the accurate reflection of all of that back to you. But I would just say, wait until they self-actualize all of what you want to see before you dive into the energy. Okay? Because I'm trying to tell you from experience. But either way, the Fool usually always lands on their feet. So, you know, I've always been hard-headed my whole life, but I will tell other people, like I try to tell my son, like, just don't, you know, if you sometimes listen, because there are things where I've listened and I've not taken the action that I want to take. I just chose not to learn the lesson. I chose to learn from someone else's experience. But there are a lot of things that I'm like, yeah, no, I'm going to see. And my son is a lot like me, so I be trying to tell him, like, yeah, but this one really isn't worth it. Like, I know it, and I get it, and I get where you're coming from, but I'm trying to tell you, okay, you don't want to learn that lesson. So this one, yeah, I don't know, take it or leave it. If it aligns, take it or leave it. But I feel like I'm not the only one telling you this. Crown chakra. So your heart is open, but you also have like your spirit guides, your ancestors, maybe family members that have passed on, but their voice is still in your ear. It kind of tells you what you should not do, or I wouldn't do that. I would stay away from that if I was you. Okay, so it's like your angel and your demon on your shoulder. One telling you, oh, it's not scary. Oh, it's not bad. Oh, just, have fun. You only live once. And then the other one is like, oh, come on now. You know better than this. I expect more of you. Don't you expect more? Blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. I feel like you already, your third eye is open. You know what's going on. You're awake. You're hip, I feel. You're hip to the dynamics of the connection. Okay. But this also has to do with a reunion. But it's a heart reunion. That's why I said that. The vibes. Your vibes are coming together. Oh, so many vibes in this club. But you know how the club is. If you meet somebody in the club, you can't really take it seriously. You have to know that it's a good time, but it may not be a long time. It may not last forever. It could just be momentary, temporary. Enjoy it while it's here, okay? Type of thing. What else? Maybe this is somebody that you've already connected with, but that's how it was. They're just the fling, pretty much. Maybe that's not what you want. I mean, if somebody self-actualizes as your fantasy, obviously you're going to want to have it consistently. That's an addictive energy, but it depends on where you guys are mentally, if you're on the same page. If you're on the same, that's, you guys could align physically. You're both each other's fantasy. Your hearts could be in the right place. But if your minds are like not aligned with each other, then that's probably where the separation comes into play. And if someone is very strategic with how they live their lives, and then someone is a little more carefree, free-spirited, or they tend to follow their heart, then it's going to take you in different directions. Even if you still have like the same feelings toward one another. You can have the same feelings for one another, but the way that it's going to move your life is different. Man. Being a single mother is no hoe. Like, you literally have to be in your masculine and your feminine energy. I think that's when I get the most twin flame readings, when I'm fully in my feminine energy. Like, fully. But that's because my son isn't here, so I get to choose. And I chose my feminine energy because when my son's here, if I go fully into my feminine energy, my son runs the whole day. And sometimes it's okay, but when I notice that he is not doing what he's supposed to do, but I'm like bending over backwards doing everything he wants me to do, I have to take the reins and get back into my masculine energy. It's like, okay, you getting over on mama. Mama too sweet. Now I got to be daddy up in here to get the balance and the order back. I love that because he keeps me on my toes, but when he's gone, I get to kind of just fall into my truth, what I really would want to be if we had a balanced household with with his father and mother within the home. It's my feminine energy. And it's been a minute since I felt like, oh, well, he hasn't been gone. It's been about 3 weeks. So yeah, I've been going. All right. Like an Energizer bunny. And now I get to rest in my feminine energy. It's almost over now. He'll be home maybe today or tomorrow morning, but either way, it's about over. But I have enjoyed just resting in my feminine energy. And I'm not even resting, but I'm doing the things that I, feminine. Yeah, doing the things I enjoy doing. Just getting his room together, cleaning up, stuff like that. Got my nails done. Yay. Alright, let's see. Doing my skincare, self-love, my brunch. This is who I am now. Six of Cups. Okay, but it feels like here something is going back to the way that it used to be. I just got anecdotal. That's another thing about my feminine energy. I love to tell stories and chit chat. That's one part of my feminine energy I don't like so much, that gabby, but I can't help it. It comes with the territory. I always feel like I've been way too, what you call that, transparent in my feminine energy, so I be trying to stay out of it. All right, let's see. Completely, at least. All right, we have until I'm in a connection, when I feel safe. All right, Six of Cups. Something's going back. Oh, that just flew out. Uh-oh. And I see the Judgment card. Hangman. All right, so the connection has been at a standstill, but it feels like you guys have been stuck in the past. Maybe this is a past person. What's the Judgment about? Judgment. Oh. You got Judgment, Justice, and the Knight of Cups. Justice is Libra. This is you. This is the energy we started off with. Or maybe you have Libra placements, but this is a divine connection. Twin flame journeys don't necessarily have to be like high-level spiritual counterparts. That would be a choice that both of you would have to make, but we have Judgment here. So if you chose the high route, if you chose to be honorable or move with integrity or kindness, you know, the fruitages of the spirit with this person, it means that you kept the connection at a high vibe. It's the high table. It's the high table. So that is a certain experience in a certain life. And with Justice, it does mean that this person will be held accountable if they tap into or connect with you and they don't move with integrity, if they don't move with fairness, if they don't move with honesty, then it says accountability. Someone will be held accountable because this person is like, they're being entrusted with your heart, with your soul. So, yeah, it says Knight of Cups. This is like it's a big deal. Some of you, your person failed to make a decision for a very long time because it's a very weighty contract or it's a big deal. You really have to, be ready to be the real deal, Holyfield. It's like not a game. It's not a game that they would want to play because there's too much on the line, things that they actually want in life. And this could be with anyone that you choose or that they choose, but with you, something about it feels even weightier or heavier because these are two really heavy hitting cards. They're both major arcana, Judgment and Justice, ruled by the crown chakra and the heart chakra. Yeah, your hearts belong to God's. Your heart belongs to God's. So this creates a whole new dynamic, a whole new world. There are massive changes that happen if this connection comes together, and it's a very weighty decision, and I feel like it's weighing heavily on someone's heart here. We have the Knight of Cups, a Libra again. Libra is so heavy in this reading. We also have Scorpio with the Knight of Cups, and with Judgment, Libra, with the Justice. Oh, and with the Knight of Cups on this card, we have Libra and Scorpio. Okay. So this person could be asking you out. Someone could finally be saying yes to the connection. That's what I'm getting. This is an emotional acceptance. It's like accepting the responsibility of carrying your heart. Romance, charming, graceful invitations, following your heart and dreams. How does this affect your reality? And then I'm going to end it out. Well, you know what? I'll pull the shadows out. Because when readings are this lovey-dovey, I guess I would say, or fantastical, I'd be like, yeah, what's the catch? So we'll pull the shadows out. But I mean, I've been using tarot. The devil hasn't come out yet. That's what I would be looking for here. Or the Seven of Swords hasn't come out, but that's what I would be looking for. But let's see. How does this affect your reality? Oh, the Fool in reverse. Okay, it's safe to love. It's safe to love this person. It's safe to love because they're accepting the responsibility of carrying your hurt. This is for specifically those of you who you're already in touch with or you've communicated with this person in physical reality. They're accepting their feelings for you. So it's safe to love this person because they're not, they're like, I guess, emotionally actualizing. Something like that. It's the Knight of Cups. Let's keep going. It's the Fool in reverse. It's the exact opposite of what I was trying to tell you. Like, I would not dive into this. This is saying you can. They are diving in. So I was telling you not to dive in, but that was like if your experience is that this connection, you never actually come together. There's no harmony. This person, you're not sure if they feel the same way you do. You know, when you do that, it doesn't work out for you. That would be my advice to you. But for somebody here, this person has already dived in. So like if you wanted to, it's safe for you to. If you don't, then likely it may not be safe for this individual. Like I said, it have to be a mutual thing, but there is a possibility and there is the energy for a new beginning. So that means something different happening. Yeah, we have the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Somebody does want something different. Wow. And this is the Tower. So what could be mind blown is that this person, this is not just energy. This person doesn't want to lose you physically. So you must be in this person's life, or you guys have already connected physically, because they don't want to lose you physically. It's like this person wants to pursue you. If you're walking away, if you're detaching, this person does not want you to detach. The Tower. This is that Scorpio energy. Again, with Mars, that's this person's actions or whatever they're doing here is in a result to keep from losing you, or to keep you from walking away or detaching. They feel like this would be a loss to them. This could have, I don't know, for some of you, maybe it does have something to do with money. Their finances may not move forward, or their finances may not be as steady. This could be someone that's afraid to love you, but when they don't love you, their finances suffer. That's weird. Well, it's not weird if the connection blesses your finances. If the connections keep you, if this connection puts you in the right energy to pursue your finances in whatever way that you do, then if you do something different, it would equate a change for you. It doesn't have to be better or worse, but it would create a change. And I feel like this person does not want the change that it creates. They don't like the change that it creates. Yeah. They've experienced some kind of financial loss or some kind of recession or something like that this person feels when you detach from the connection, when you separate. 11:44 is on the clock. I'm telling you, I think this has to do with accepting the responsibility, or, you know, saying I'll be responsible for this person's heart, and then aborting the mission. It's like whatever, maybe this is someone, I think that's why. It's like this person is accepting the responsibility as the masculine in your life, which means they would be your protector and provider. But if they renege or choose not to do those things, then there is some kind of backlash. There's, you know, there's justice here. We had judgment and justice. So this person is trying to avoid some kind of catastrophe or loss. But they're also, this could be someone who does not want to renege on their contract with you. They don't want to renege on this connection because they're trying not to lose something. See, that doesn't really... They may have already gotten an offer. New beginnings, career opportunities, resources, manifestation, abundance, stability, security, and prosperity. I was saying that their needs are already met. Someone's needs are already met. But they want what they want. So maybe the needs are already solid. So it's not like it would affect anything, you know, that is your stability, what you have to rely on. But maybe there are extra things, other things that are going right for you as a result of this connection, or for this person possibly. They could be getting, like, things could be going well in their life. You may not even know anything about it, depending on if you're in connection with one another. And then for some of you, it's intuitive. You just know it's working out for you, it's working out for them too. So it is balanced. But either way, I feel like someone's already receiving something that is what they want. It's outside of their needs. And they're like, please don't leave. I don't, like, they don't want this to change, or they don't want to lose this. Let me see. What's the Ace of Pentacles? That I mean, shit. Can you do it, Shasta? It could just be this. I don't know. Something has to do with the position, career, possibly. Opportunity for money. Look, I'm telling you, someone does not want to lose this. I don't know if this is a job that they were blessed with as a result of this or something like that, but they don't want to lose it. They do not want to lose it. It's the Five of Cups and it's the Nine of Pentacles. So if this person is like, don't leave me, girl, please stay with me, I think they're just trying to get you to stay because of something that may be beneficial to them, but it's not beneficial to you. I don't know. They're trying to avoid the loss of something financial. Some kind of financial abundance, I'm telling you. Is this somebody, are you, I don't know, y'all. If this is somebody you're in a connection with, why would you be doing that, though? Are you pouring your finances into this person? I don't know. When I looked at the Tower, it said no. So I don't think you're, like, actually investing in this person financially. I was trying to see, why would you walking away or you detaching if you don't fall into this situation with them? Why would this affect their finances or affect their job? Maybe the twin flame journey is a trap, and someone's trying to get you to buy into it. It could not even be the person that you are actually, like, someone's using the twin flame journey to get you to buy into a soul contract. We have the Queen of Wands. I didn't feel that there was a third party, but there could possibly be. This Queen of Wands is in reverse. This is like someone trying to manipulate the energy, manipulate their way into a contract. This could be someone who received some type of benefit from your connection previously, and they're trying to get it again. I don't know. I don't know what this is. The Magician in reverse. You can't make it up, though. The Magician in reverse and the Queen of Wands in reverse. This is definitely like a witch or a warlock. This could even be a couple. Or maybe separately, you both have separate karmics, or this is a karmic couple working together, or this is a practitioner of some sort trying to create some kind of illusion around a connection. You're trying to gain your independence. You could be in love with this person, but someone's trying to gain their independence, either you or them, or you have the opportunity to. So if you fell into this, I feel like your person is in love too, but maybe this means that if you fall in love with them, you're severing your love or connection with this Queen of Wands in reverse or this Magician in reverse. Like, you could be, maybe you're choosing one person over the other. So someone's going to suffer a loss, and someone's loss could be the other's gain. This may be your exes. It could just be your exes. Like I was saying, you intertwine, you connect energetically, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. You have this connection with whoever you're with. If you separate, it's like once you come into this contract, okay, that's what it is. I feel like if you have exes, your exes know that once you enter this contract with this person, if you both sign your names, if you both put your hearts on the line, if you both tap into this connection, it may create prosperity and stability for you. You could be blessed, but they'll be out of it. They won't be a part of it. They don't get it. Yeah, because it feels like they're trying to attack your confidence. With strength in reverse, they wanted you to be vulnerable, insecure. They wanted you to doubt yourself or have some kind of low confidence. Like, you wouldn't believe in this. You wouldn't believe in this. You would be afraid. It says cowardice. Low energy, too. They could have been, like, literally trying to affect you energetically. The Magician in reverse and the Queen of Wands in reverse. They're working together to drain your energy, so that you would not even have, like, the mind. You wouldn't have the clear mind I was talking about. Your third eye would not be clear enough for you to be able to see this connection and how it would be, like, to your benefit. You would be afraid of it. You would fear this love. You would fear this connection. You would fear your truth. You would fear your authenticity. Like, you would fail to embody your authenticity. Disbelief. You would no longer believe in this connection. You would know, okay, because period. Because period. I think I just went on a whole rant telling y'all how I don't know if I don't want to believe it until it self-actualizes in my life. But that's the truth. It really is not the person so much as it is the dynamics surrounding our connection. It makes it unbelievable. So yeah, I just clocked myself, but I feel like I'm clocking you too. It may be hard for you to even believe in this connection right now, but there was, like, you had help with this. There's spell work being done to try to keep you from believing in it, to try to keep you from connecting with it, to try to keep you from benefiting off of it. Okay, so now let's pull the shadows out. I knew they would come out eventually, but like I said, we did not have the devil. So this is not like a soul contract where this is some kind of deep, dark layer or something scary that you're about to get into. I know I mentioned it had, like, industry vibes, but if so, you would definitely be not one that's susceptible to that devil energy. The devil did not come out, neither did the Seven of Swords. There's no self-deception in your connection, and you're not deceiving anyone else. So there is, like, a level of authenticity and acceptance and clarity that exists here. But I guess the Tower moment could be that having all of those things or being in alignment in all of those ways, even one of you is accepting, like, you're just diving right into the love that you feel for the other, there's still a no here, which could be I feel like that's what's blowing the whole thing wide open, is someone is having to confront or face the fact that this connection exists and that it's happening, but it's like happening, I don't know, behind your backs or behind someone's back. It's like happening where it's not seen, you know? So I don't think that this is your mind's blown. Wow, there's two people in this tower. No, these are the people. This connection is happening, but I feel like your exes were still riding your wavelengths and they were benefiting from this connection and the empire that you were building, whether it was energetically or physically, whatever financial security, prosperity, or blessings you were receiving as a result of this energetic fuck that this connection is, they were getting the ride too. But now I don't know, something blew wide open. They're not in there anymore. You see them? They're having to get out of there. So it's happening in a way that they can't attach. They can't even attack it energetically to get in. Queen of Wands and the Magician in reverse, they lost. You guys won. This may have been a battle. It always is with twin flame journeys. It's the Hunger Games. It's warfare. If you go back to my old TikTok, I used to, like, capture the Hunger Games every time the cycles would come, but I got so tired of it. It's so repetitive and it happens like every fucking month and it's like the same exact thing. And then even yearly, there are yearly twin flame events, there are monthly twin flame events, there are weekly twin flame events, and they happen on a secular basis. And I got so sick of it. It was so repetitive that I just didn't even cover it anymore. There's plenty of readings out there, or just watch the one from 3 years ago. It's the exact same as what's happening now. That's how I felt. So I just wouldn't do it. It was boring. This is a change, though. This is different. This is different. This is different. Tell me about the magician. Let me read it. I believe the magician could be a Virgo or Gemini, but let me see. The magician in reverse. I did not pull this book out often enough. I should know where all of these cards are. Okay. Lack of confidence, dishonesty, hesitancy. The reverse magician signifies that the current lacks confidence, possibly arising from shyness or poor self-image, and is prone to indecision and hesitation. Another interpretation is that the positive aspects of the card may be being used to achieve selfish or dishonest goals, or others around the current may not be all that they seem. Okay, this magician here, they know that something's going on. They know that this connection happened behind their back, or they know that they got pushed out of a contract, or that their manipulative ways were seen. They, like, this is someone who's indecisive, or this is maybe somebody who I said they would jump into this connection, but they were hesitant to, because they didn't know what was going on with the two of you. Something about this would create a karmic contract, yeah, but they would have to pay it back. So this is the person that's trying to avoid some kind of loss or financial loss. Maybe they're already starting to get some kind of karmic backlash. So I feel like if this was the magician in reverse, if this was someone that was trying to, yeah, channeling their energies in order to possess the self-confidence of another, if this person was trying to affect your confidence or destabilize you, you know, as far as like fucking with your mind, the magician, mind control or mental manipulation, gaslighting, things like that, if that was someone that was attacking you in that way, they're getting all of that back. Their mind is being attacked. Their mind is being attacked, and they're insecure and hesitant. So they may not be getting back. They may not do the same things that they did before. The tower does not feel good. The tower does not feel good. Not when it happens in the upright, and not when someone dove into something that they weren't supposed to be a part of in the first place. And it's kind of like, I don't know. It's like trying to take a place, but then realizing the real person is already there. It really, I mean, like their mind goes stupid, go blank. Like they don't even know what's going on. They're losing themselves in this. So somebody may not do this because it says low confidence, you know, insecure, worried, not knowing what to do. They're out of sorts. They're out of sorts. Destruction, catastrophe, painful loss, tragedy, trauma, chaos, whatever happened here, this person is experiencing some kind of backlash. Like it's building up a fear of fucking with this connection. With the magician in reverse, it is someone who is using illusions and confusion to try to disrupt the connection. So the bombshell is that the connection happened, but I don't think anybody knew, because originally it looks like one person was walking away or maybe taking a leap of faith in another direction. But I think one person dived in. I don't know. Maybe it was just what they were able to see. To them, they could have created an illusion. Like the illusion blew back. What they thought they saw is not what they saw. Same thing. Someone's two-faced and so is another. Like whoever this person is, they're meeting their maker. They're meeting their match. Someone's throwing it literally right back. What's the Queen of Wands in reverse? Sagittarius, Leo, Aries possibly. Queen of Wands. Yeah, this is a masculine and a feminine. This could be a couple. The Queen of Wands in reverse. Domineering personality, unfaithfulness. Yeah, this person could be in another connection or in a connection with someone else, but they were trying to get their hands in or create some kind of situation here in someone else's connection. They had their own connection, but this person was trying to manipulate your connection at the same time. The fiery nature of the suit comes to the fore, and the ill-dignified queen signifies a petty, cruel, and domineering woman. Someone with an overinflated view of her talents. Oh, this is a witch. But they mean to be. Like, they study it. Sorcery, magic, divination, and ways to affect negatively. The Queen of Wands is a black witch, a dark witch. Like black magic. That's the intention, to usurp someone else's freedom. You're trying to affect energy in a way manipulatively or behind the scenes in a way that someone can't see it. Like, they don't know what's happening. So it's someone who, they crave dominance, they crave control, and they can resort to very dark measures or things that are occult in order to do it or accomplish it. Okay, it says someone with an okay, but they overinflated their confidence in their abilities. This is someone who had like they really thought they were going to be able to pull something off. So this was a tower moment for them because they can't believe that it didn't happen. So their mind is just as fucked, or they're just as blank minded as this other person. I feel like y'all put a couple in a like this couple is in a grave. You completely obliterated their ego. Whatever they thought they were capable of doing, whatever they thought they were doing behind the scenes, like nothing. Nothing. I'm getting like not a hair on your fucking head, like nothing. They didn't do anything. Who knows what they had to go through? The Queen of Wands and the Magician. They're both like, you see these wands? That's their energy. It's pointed in the downward direction. This is necromancy. This is getting into some very dark energies, some dark behavior patterns, these people could be riddled with demons because of the type of energy they're tapping into to affect. It's the energy behind it. Their intent is to affect negatively. So the kind of things that come back to them, they're losing the protection. I think that was mainly it. There was a lot of protection that they received from you, maybe individually, but this looks like a couple. I don't know. I really don't know. Put the people wherever they go. But this connection, you guys asserting your independence from whoever these people are in your lives, even if this is like a parent, this is a parent trap, or this is your baby mother, baby father, your exes, or these are, two separate people or one person in your life. Whoever this is, though, they receive some kind of protection from being in your energy, from being connected to you. So the fact that you are asserting your independence and separating, completely detaching, but still entering into this energy where you are now protected, they can't affect you. They used to be able to resort to attacking you, which would lower your confidence and keep you from entering this connection, which creates a divine protection for you. The divine protection is what they can't affect that barrier. Because they're talking to demons, you're talking to gods. Your connection is with gods. Their connection is with demons. Demons aren't even devils. It's like bottom feeding energy. So it's like, yeah, a demon can affect a human being with no divine protection. But when you enter into this connection with your twin flame, I'm getting both of you your authenticity is your very high level spiritual individuals. So when you accept the twin flame contract, it kind of just naturally boosts you into that. It's like taking an elevator instead of the stairs. You're always going to get there because it's your authenticity. But when you join into this contract, There's always one person up there. So they're always going to make sure you're where you're supposed to be at. So their attacks aren't hitting you at all. They're all going back. And the fact that you've completely detached and protected yourselves mean they can't even attack you to get you to come out of the connection, so that they can kind of, I don't know if they were switching places with you or what, but they can't do it anymore. Someone with an overinflated view of her talents who imposes herself where she can do little good. As someone who takes offense easily and bears great grudges, she is a bad enemy. So this, yeah, this is a female and she was carrying a grudge against you. The magician actually is just someone who's very manipulative and who was feeding off of you. You know, they were eating. They were happy to have their, whatever their selfish desires were, they were being filled. So they could care less. You know, I don't think they were as vicious, or if that matters to you, I don't think they were as vicious or vile as the Queen of Wands. But the Queen of Wands, I mean, like, literally, black magic, dark witch bitch. She's big mad, and holding a grudge that's like eating her from the inside. The card also points to possible infidelities in the relationship. Whoever this is, energetically, they tap into people's, like, they cross people's boundaries for real. They are into some dark shit. They be fucking with people who they shouldn't even be fucking with sexually, energetically, whatever. Like, I don't know. But maybe that's like energetic promiscuity. But I don't know. It's something wrong with them. That energy don't even settle right. It's something wrong with them mentally. Like, they're fucked. They're fucked. Which means that they have, I'm her in particular. The magician in reverse is manipulative. Like a snake, you know. They're charming. They're actually, they can create some things temporarily, you know, that may be pleasing to you. But I don't know, it just doesn't have the darkness of this Queen of Wands. It really doesn't. And the magician in reverse can be turned around. This is actually somebody who's, you know, fully equipped to be all the things, but they're choosing to just try to manipulate, you know, their way into having what they want. But they could definitely turn things around and go out and get it themselves. They could create it themselves. This person actually, you know, the magician is a very powerful card. The Queen of Wands, on the other hand, this could be someone who's just very ego-based, maybe very masculine in physical life. So they can create things too, but they're usually angry, tired, stressed out, mad at everybody, you know, cranky, angry, bitchy all the time. The only time they're really happy is when they're in this dark sorcery type of energy. When they're attacking people, they thrive off of that. If that's all you feed off of, then that's your karmic sentence. These devils got this person's head. They're not going anywhere. They can't really turn things around. Otherwise, they won't like their lives. They don't like their lives. They don't like anything. So it's like they have to be, bitch, be humble. That's what I heard. Sit down. Like, they have to, yeah, I don't know. Serve their masters. Serve their masters. This person is energetically intertwined or indebted to multiple devils, multiple individuals, multiple entities that take rule over this person and how they move and what they do. Riddled with demons. What's the Queen of Wands? Fallen angel. Yeah, they owe somebody. They owe somebody. This person too, that may be why they're not in their body a whole lot of times, because when they are, they feel like they fell from paradise. Reality feels like hell for this person. Reality is hell. They don't face reality. They don't face reality well at all. Sabotaging relationships is in reverse. That's what they were trying to do. They were trying to sabotage your relationship, but it didn't work for them because they had to face reality, and they can't, like, they don't survive that. You were the key. You were the key to them being able to face reality. They needed your energy. Your energy granted them like the experience into a different reality. They were experiencing life in a better way when they were connected with you. They lost this. They lost this now. The Magician in reverse may have like lost some things physically, but pretty much energetically they're still having, you know, like the same maybe easy ride. Like I said, they have the gift of charm or something like that, so things were still going fine for them. But this Queen of Wands in reverse, no. Oh, they had such a hard time dealing with reality. Like real life is very difficult for this individual without your energy. So they may have thought that they had your energy and facing reality would be easy for them, but that was the Tower moment. They don't have your energy. So facing reality was not quite as easy as they thought it would be. Yeah, I said graveyard. You put them in a grave. 6 feet under. So that must have been death magic. This person didn't just want to replace you, but they wanted to end you. I don't know, end you. Whoever this person saw you as or thought you to be, this person wanted to usurp your authority and take your place pretty much. Okay, but obviously your person is in love with you, and that is the reality of it. So now they're having to face that reality that they could never be. They could never be anybody other than who the fuck they are. Once they find it, when they figure out who they are, then, you know, they can be it, but they can't be you. All right, you guys, that's the reading. I'm going to leave this energy here, and I'll see you guys in the next live. Bye. 12:12 on the clock.